What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and we are 1 week away from the Pokemon Presents on Tuesday, July 22nd, and we have some predictions on what we're going to be seeing at this Presents, from different video games to announcements and more. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Support my work by becoming a channel member, and let's dive in. So this morning, the official Pokemon Japanese account posted this. The Pokemon Presents to be streamed on Tuesday, July 22nd. Will have its viewing page open from 9 p.m. on the same day. It seems like Pikachu is preparing something. Stay tuned for more updates. So they got this little teaser image, and this is what we're looking at. At first, I was like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. But then it's like, okay, wait, Pikachu is looking like he's staring at a DJ table here. And I guess these are two speakers next to the DJ table. And then this is probably where they're going to have the presents, is going to be on this monitor. Now, I do think this is going to be the transitions between the different sections of the Pokemon Presents. Is going to be Pikachu is like DJing the Pokemon Presents, right? He's going to transition through the different games and different stories and things like that, which makes a lot of sense to me. But does this hint at anything larger than that? Are we going to get our very first Pokemon rhythm game? I realize we actually don't have a Pokemon music game that's standalone, but like we have it sort of in like mini games and some of the main series stuff, but we don't actually have any sort of Pokemon rhythm games. And I do think with the amount of music that is in the Pokemon franchise, from just the video games and from the anime and anything else, we can probably have a really robust Pokemon rhythm game. I mean, Final Fantasy can do it. Why can't Pokemon, right? I mean, it makes sense. 30th anniversary next year. We could see some smaller tie-in games that aren't main series, something like a Gen 10 or Pokémon Legends ZA. I would like to see some more smaller games, you know, maybe like a $20 digital download for something like a Pokemon rhythm game would be really cool in general. So that's sort of my hope with this image, is maybe we get some sort of cool tie-in like that. Or, you know, it could be a mobile game, which honestly, I don't think we need any more mobile games. And yes, there's going to be tons of mobile games at this event. I mean, and the main mobile game that everyone's talking about is Pokemon Pocket. And we will be seeing a new Pokemon Pocket announcement, which is going to be the A4 expansion set that is set to release on July 30th. So it does make sense that they would probably tease it at the Pokemon Presents, show us a couple cards and things like that. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Pocket personally. I do think the game is pretty fun, but, you know, I like that they also have a lot of cards releasing every single month, so it's always something worth logging into. I'm sure they're going to have things for Pokemon Masters, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sleep, so many mobile games, you know. It's almost way too many to juggle at this point and handle in general. Now, I do think when we're talking about actual games people care about, Pokemon Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum, they were announced for the Nintendo Switch Online GameCube emulator, which you need the $50 NSO package to have access to. Now, these haven't been released yet, but they've been slowly updating the NSO. They just recently put out Mario Strikers earlier in July, and I do think they're maybe doing them like one game a month type of vibe. And I'm going to make a prediction that in August 2025, we are going to be seeing Pokemon Coliseum releasing. I don't think they're going to do Coliseum and Gale of Darkness at the same time. I just think, you know, both of these games are pretty robust RPGs. You take a decent amount of time to finish. So I do think you put out one at a time, and, you know, you get a lot of good marketing and goodwill from them as well when they do that. So it just makes a lot of sense instead of just dropping both. So I think Pokemon Coliseum August. I think Gale of Darkness, we won't see a release date for, maybe a release window. It could be this holiday. It could be early next year. Personally, I think both of these games are awesome, so I'll be very excited to play them on the channel either way. I don't think they're adding home support, though, unfortunately. I do think these Pokemon games are unfortunately going to be the standalone NSO, no home support. So they're not going to be like good games to shiny hunt in, more just fun for like a casual playthrough of the story, and just don't get attached to anything you catch in the game, or they're just going to be stuck on the emulator for eternity. And I did forget that Pokemon Concierge is slated to release September 2025, which would make sense that we actually get a nice full-on trailer of this Netflix miniseries. If you don't know what it is, it's a really awesome slice of life Pokemon miniseries where you're essentially at a Pokemon resort and you just get to see how the Pokemon interact with each other. I love the art style of this series in general, so I think we'll probably get a new trailer with the actual release date instead of just a September release window. Now, there is another Pokemon game I think a lot of people have forgot about, which is Pokemon Champions. It's a mobile game, but is also going to be on the Switch, I guess Switch 2 as well, of course, where you get to do full-on Pokemon battles with Terra, with Dynamax, and Megas, and all these other features at the same time. And I really want to hear more information about this because this does seem like it's slated to replace Pokemon VGC from being on just like a console game to both mobile and console through this app. So hopefully we get to see something here. I do think that we will probably get some sort of release window in this announcement, but we'll just have to see. And last but certainly not least is what are we going to see about Pokemon Legends ZA at this presents? And the thing is, they've actually shown us a lot. We know what the starters are. We know what the box art of the game is. We have the release date of October 15th worldwide, and we know it's going to be on Switch 2 with upgraded graphics as well. We know that there's a lot of Pokemon in the game, and we know the whole story is going to somehow involve Zygarde. We know that there is a underground night tournament that we're going to be participating in. We're going to try to get to the top to get to that rank A. And we know that there's a bunch of Pokemon that spawn in the city. We can catch the Pokemon in the city in the wild areas. It feels like we pretty much know nearly everything about this game's mechanics, the systems, and how the day and night cycle is going to work. But what we don't know is what's actually new. We don't know if there's any new Pokemon. We haven't seen a single new Pokemon. We haven't seen a single new Mega in this game just yet. And I am predicting at the very least new Megas, right? This is a game about Mega Evolution at the end of the day. You know, we battle trainers who have Megas. We're going to have Megas as we've already seen in the trailer. So it's just one of those things like there has to be new Megas. That would be weird if there wasn't. So what Pokemon are going to get new Megas and what are they going to show us, right? I mean, they do show a couple Pokemon here prominently. Some Pokemon in the background. I mean, like Starmie's in the background there. Like, hey, maybe Starmie could get a Mega. I mean, we saw with Slowbro and Curlia, who both have Megas respectively, right? I don't know. I mean, hey, maybe Aegislash will get something, right? Like, there's just a lot of potential fan favorite Pokemon that could get a Mega, which would be really cool. And I do think we'll have to get some story, some sort of a story singer as well. Because, like, okay, there's gonna be new Megas. Why is there new Megas, right? There has to be a lore reason why there's new Mega Evolution. I mean, this is our second time in the X and Y area, so why is there all these new Megas now that didn't exist in the previously? So maybe we'll get a story hint of why there are new Megas, but we'll have to wait and see. Personally, if I had to guess for any Pokemon I really want to see Mega-wise, it would be like Nidoking and Nidoqueen. I think that would be the perfect pairing. I do think a long requested one would be obviously Mega Dragonite. I mean, it's a pseudo legendary from Gen 1 that hasn't gotten touched in anything. I think now is the time to give us something like a Mega Dragonite. So that would be really cool in general. And I do think when we get towards the end of this trailer here, we get a nice little teaser. Like we're for our Lucario here, and there is some sort of energy. We're about to fight something that has this crazy looking pink energy around it, sort of similar to the Mega Energy. So I do think the next trailer is going to pick up right here, where we're going to be Mega Evolving our Lucario and is going to fight something, probably a Pokemon that's going to Mega Evolve and maybe give us a story reason, could be a new Mega or not. But we'll just have to wait and see. But of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I will be live reacting to the July 22nd Pokemon Presents, so be here. I believe that's going to start at 9 a.m. Eastern time, so I will be live doing it, so be there for my live reaction. I can't wait. And of course, once again, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.